The experience with COVID, 1, 2, 3 divorces, the breakup of the family, the different directions, all the secrecy.
The world of sister wives has been shaken to its very core as a dark truth begins to unravel. And at the center of this storm stands none other than Robyn Brown. The woman once seen as the peacemaker, now revealed as the ultimate manipulator. What began as whispers on online forums has erupted into a full-blown scandal so massive that it threatens to destroy not only Robyn's carefully curated image, but also the entire Brown family empire. For years, Robyn has portrayed herself as the misunderstood victim, the devoted wife who only wanted to bring harmony to the fractured family. But behind closed doors, much darker narrative has been playing out, one involving secret bank accounts, lies, deceit, and a trail of financial destruction that stretches back over a decade. This isn't just about drama for the cameras. This is about cold, hard cash and a woman who seemingly stopped at nothing
and doing this. I'm totally freaked out half the time thinking about Aspen
to maintain control over the family's wealth. Reports have now surfaced alleging that Robyn drained not only her ex-husband's finances, but also the very coffers of the Brown family, leaving chaos in her wake. Imagine being trapped in a financial nightmare you can't escape, forced to watch as someone siphons away your resources while publicly denying everything. That's exactly what Robyn's ex-husband faced when he discovered that. Due to a divorce stipulation, he couldn't even file for bankruptcy. He was stuck in a pit of debt while Robyn allegedly continued to spend without remorse. The shocking centerpiece of this scandal is Robyn's alleged $70,000 Etsy spree. Yes, $70,000 spent, not on necessities, not on her children's well-being, but on luxury collectible dolls and high-end accessories like designer American Girl doll outfits. This discovery wasn't made by accident. Internet sleuths tirelessly combing through public records and purchase histories stumbled upon her Etsy account and were stunned by what they found. Entire spreadsheets of transactions told a story of extravagance and obsession. It wasn't just a few small purchases here and there. This was a deliberate, sustained pattern of reckless spending. What makes this even more damning is the timing. These purchases occurred while the Brown family was publicly discussing their financial struggles on the show, painting a picture of hardship and sacrifice for viewers at home. Fans were led to believe that everyone was tightening their belts, working together to stay afloat. But behind the scenes, Robyn was allegedly funneling thousands of dollars into her own private indulgences. The hypocrisy is staggering. And when this information came to light, Robyn didn't come forward to explain or defend herself. Instead, she did what she always does when caught. She erased her tracks. Her Etsy account was abruptly shut down, vanishing overnight as if it had never existed. But here's the problem with trying to hide digital footprints. Deleting an account doesn't erase the history. Screenshots, saved records, and bank statements remain, and those cannot be so easily erased. The alleged fraud doesn't stop with Etsy. Robyn's ex-husband, Preston Jessup, and his family have publicly claimed that Robyn once opened credit cards in his name without his consent, racking up debt and leaving him bankrupt. This left him financially paralyzed, unable to pay child support, while Robyn allegedly continued her lavish lifestyle. Think about that for a moment. While Preston was drowning in debt and legal obligations he couldn't meet, Robyn was allegedly using his name to fund her spending spree. This paints a chilling picture of someone willing to sacrifice anyone, even the father of her own children, to maintain her personal empire. And as if this weren't enough, Cody Brown, Robyn's current husband, is now embroiled in lawsuits over unpaid child support in Utah. The web of financial chaos grows more tangled by the day. And through it all, Robyn has positioned herself as the misunderstood victim, claiming she works as hard as everyone else and deserves her share of the family's money. But here's the glaring question. If she has nothing to hide, why the secrecy? Why the sudden deletion of accounts? The radio silence? The disappearing act every time the truth inches closer to the surface? These are not the actions of someone innocent. These are the hallmarks of someone desperately trying to stay one step ahead of exposure. At the heart of this storm is Robyn's manipulative mastery of perception. Over the years, she has carefully crafted an image of herself online and on the show. When relationships with the other wives soured, she didn't confront them openly. Instead, she turned to social media, using platforms like Pinterest to throw subtle, passive-aggressive shade. Cryptic quotes and pointed messages would appear on her boards, always posted suspiciously soon after dramatic episodes aired. It was clear to anyone paying attention that Robyn was using these platforms to play the victim publicly while simultaneously taking covert shots at Janelle, Mary, and Christine. When fans and followers began to notice this pattern and started piecing together her true intentions, Robyn didn't own up to her behavior. She didn't explain or apologize. Instead, she deleted everything. Nearly a decade's worth of carefully curated Pinterest boards vanished overnight. A digital disappearing act designed to erase evidence of her manipulative tactics. This has become Robyn's signature move. When caught, she doesn't confront, she deletes, she rewrites the narrative to suit her needs. This cycle of exposure and erasure has played out repeatedly. And now, with the $70,000 Etsy scandal, it has reached a breaking point. Robyn can no longer rely on quietly deleting her accounts and hoping the world forgets. Too many people have seen the evidence. Too many bank records exist that tie her to this reckless spending. And with Janelle and Mary growing increasingly vocal about their financial disputes with Cody and Robyn, the pressure is mounting. If they decide to take legal action, Etsy's deleted account won't protect Robyn. Subpoenas can and will be issued, and bank statements don't lie. Imagine the courtroom drama when those records are revealed, showing every extravagant purchase made, while the other wives struggle to pay their bills and support their children. This isn't just a family feud anymore. This is the kind of scandal that could destroy reputations, tear apart relationships, and even lead to criminal charges. Robyn's downfall is no longer a question of if, it's a question of when. She has built her power on lies, secrecy, and manipulation, but cracks are forming in the foundation. The other wives are no longer willing to stay silent. The fans who once defended her are now the very ones uncovering her secrets. And Cody, caught between loyalty to Robyn and the mounting evidence against her, is beginning to look less like a partner and more like a co-conspirator. The truth is coming, whether Robyn is ready or not. And when it finally breaks through the carefully constructed facade she has built, it will be unstoppable. This is only the beginning of a financial firestorm that will engulf everything in its path. As the walls close in, Robyn's silence speaks volumes. Every deleted account, every vanished Pinterest board, every dollar unaccounted for is another piece of evidence in a growing case against her. The truth always has a way of surfacing, no matter how deeply it's buried. And when it does, it won't just expose Robyn's actions. It will reveal the entire corrupt system she and Cody have built. The question now isn't whether Robyn will fall, but how many others she dragged down with her when she does. When the spotlight starts to burn too bright, those who live in shadows do everything in their power to smother the flames, and that's exactly what Robyn Brown and Cody Brown have allegedly been doing for years. The first paragraph exposed the shocking spending, but now it's time to go deeper, to peel back the layers and see how they've meticulously covered their tracks, manipulated narratives, and erased any evidence that might expose them to the world. This isn't a simple case of mismanaged finances or impulsive spending. This is a calculated, deliberate pattern of deception. One designed to keep Robyn and Cody insulated from accountability while they continue to drain family resources unchecked. It's a sinister game of smoke and mirrors, and it's been playing out right under everyone's noses. The world sees the picture-perfect couple on television smiling for the cameras, spinning tales of unity and sacrifice, but behind the scenes, there's a complex web of hidden accounts, sudden deletions, and vanishing records that tell a much darker story. At the very core of this deception lies a strategy of erasure. Whenever Robyn or Cody are confronted with proof of their actions, they don't face the accusations head-on. Instead, they go silent. They delete. They disappear. It's a tactic that has worked for them repeatedly over the years, creating an illusion of innocence. Think back to the infamous Pinterest purge. When fans and online sleuths began noticing Robyn's cryptic, passive-aggressive posts aimed at the other sister wives, they started to document and share them. These weren't harmless, inspirational quotes. They were carefully timed digs, posted immediately after dramatic episodes aired. Designed to make Robyn look like the victim while subtly attacking Janelle, Mary, and Christine. The timing was too perfect to be coincidence. But the moment people started to connect the dots and call her out, Robyn didn't explain or apologize. She wiped it all away. Nearly a decade of content vanished overnight. This wasn't a simple mistake or a privacy concern. It was a calculated move to erase evidence of her manipulative behavior. And Robyn's habit of disappearing isn't confined to Pinterest alone. Her entire digital footprint has been meticulously scrubbed over time. First, her secret Facebook accounts, known as sock accounts, were exposed by online investigators. These weren't public profiles. They were hidden. Shadow identities Robyn allegedly used to monitor conversations and control narratives without anyone knowing it was her. Once those accounts were discovered, they too were deleted. Then came Instagram gone. Twitter, silent. Even the Etsy account at the center of the $70,000 scandal didn't just sit dormant. It was deactivated completely in what can only be described as a panic move after internet sleuths unearthed the shocking spending spree. This is Robyn's playbook. Vanish, erase, rewrite. And Cody, he's not an innocent bystander in all of this. He plays his role perfectly, often stepping in to protect Robyn when the heat gets too intense, deflecting blame onto the other wives, or worse, deliberately obscuring financial information to make it harder for anyone to uncover the truth. The most glaring example of this cover-up came to light during Janelle's heated fight with Cody over money. Janelle, tired of being kept in the dark about the family's finances, demanded transparency. She wanted Cody's name removed from their shared accounts so she could move on independently. But Cody didn't just refuse, he retaliated. According to Janelle, Cody shut down their business account entirely, closing it without warning and effectively erasing crucial financial records in the process. This wasn't about protecting privacy. It was about control. By eliminating the paper trail, Cody ensured that Janelle would face tremendous difficulty proving how much money had been funneled away or mismanaged. This exact same tactic mirrors Robyn's online behavior. The moment there's a threat of exposure, they don't defend themselves with facts or evidence, they make the evidence disappear. This pattern of erasure has terrifying implications when it comes to the family's money. Imagine Janelle or Mary finally gathering enough proof of Robyn's reckless spending, tens of thousands of dollars spent on Etsy, luxury clothing, and other high-end products while the rest of the family struggled. They bring this evidence forward, ready to take action, and then poof, the accounts are suddenly gone. Bank records vanish. Etsy profiles disappear, the trail grows cold. Without hard evidence, litigation becomes nearly impossible. Robyn and Cody are effectively playing a game of financial whack-a-mole. Every time a head pops up in the form of proof, they smash it back down before anyone can act. This isn't just frustrating for the other wives, it's devastating. It leaves them powerless, unable to hold Robyn accountable, while she continues to live lavishly on resources that don't belong to her alone. But here's the fatal flaw in Robyn and Cody's strategy. Deleting an account doesn't erase the truth. While Robyn may believe that wiping her Etsy profile makes the evidence disappear forever, that's not how digital records work. Subpoenas can still be issued. Bank statements can still be retrieved. Financial institutions keep records that span years. And those records don't care about deleted social media accounts or vanished online profiles. In fact, Robyn's frantic deletions may end up making her look even more guilty in the eyes of the law. After all, innocent people don't go to such extreme lengths to